Well, good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning on in to our Valley News Now desk. We got a pretty hazy morning on our hands. Check that out. Lots of fog over Fargo-Moorhead this morning. But I do have some good news, I guess, coming. We're taking a break from the rain, so take what we can get, right? I'm going to pull this up for you in just 1 second and get you what you need to know. We're going to first look at the weather and see what's going on outside. I know a lot of people hoping to get outside this week as we continue to take on the month of August. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on our Valley News Now desk. My name is Alex Larson. So, like I promised you, we're going to head on over to our website, and I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what we got in store today and for the rest of the week as well. All right, I'm sharing my screen with you here over on the Valley News Live homepage. We're going to hop on over to the weather tab. As you can see, we're sitting in Fargo at 68 degrees. We got a mist. You saw that on the sky cam. We're going to hop on up to 81 degrees. That's going to come around that 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock hour. Mostly sunny today, a little bit of cloudy, but it looks like that's going to clear out right before we head on into the afternoon time. All right, we're going to have plenty of sunshine tomorrow. Going to feel like midsummer, okay? So if this weekend scares you, it's scaring me. I know that. We do have some good days in store. On the other days this week, we're going to be a little bit breezy on Thursday and Friday. You can see there, breezy on Saturday as well, sitting at 69 degrees Saturday, Sunday. But you can see Tuesday, Wednesday, even today, Thursday, we're sitting pretty good in those 80s. If you consider 80s good, I know some people would rather have the 69 degrees or 70 degrees in that range, but we're going to warm back up into next week as well, hitting 77 degrees by midweek. And you can check this out on our website too. You just got to head on over to that weather tab like I showed you there. We can even check out the temperature trend. So it looks like we're sitting below normal, then we go back up to normal, okay? Average is about 79 degrees as we head to the end of this week. And again, you can check that out over on our website as well, or you can download that VNN weather app, and our First Alert Storm Team can follow you no matter where you go. You can get forecasts right at your fingertips. Remember, that is free in the App Store, easy to use. First Alert Storm Team works very hard to keep you updated in the know with everything you need to keep you weather aware. And again, you can download that in the App Store. We're going to move on to our news portion of this segment. Fargo Fire Department was able to successfully stop an unknown substance in the Rose Coulee from reaching the Red River. Fire officials say they responded to 40th Avenue South and University Drive South yesterday just after 4 p.m. According to the Fargo Fire Department, a person out for a walk smelled what appeared to be some sort of fuel coming from the coulee. Fargo Fire did confirm there was fuel on the coulee, which is an unknown type at this time. Source of that fuel has yet to be determined. We'll be sure to update you there as we learn more. And we're also waiting to learn more after 2 people were killed in a shooting in Moorhead over this weekend. So that happened early yesterday morning. According to the Moorhead Police Department, officers were called to an apartment building in the 1100 block of 2nd Avenue South. That was just before 4 a.m. We get some video pulled up for you here. So what happened? Police officers say they arrived and found 2 victims, a 53-year-old and a 21-year-old, who are both dead with gunshot wounds. Now, a gun was recovered at the scene, and officials say a kid and another adult were at the apartment when that shooting happened. They were not hurt. Police say the victims were known to each other, and after an investigation, they believe the incident was a murder-suicide. Police say the victims have been taken to the Ramsey County Medical Examiner's office and will be identified once family members are notified. That investigation is ongoing. And if you're familiar with the news we've been following for the past couple of weeks, you know that this is actually the second critical incident in just a week in Moorhead. Now, Moorhead Police Chief Chris Helmick said the following statement in the community. I'm going to read this for you here, okay? We are deeply saddened by another tragic event that has impacted the Moorhead community. Our heartfelt condolences go out to the family and all those affected by this loss. While Moorhead continues to be a safe and welcoming place to live, we recognize that recent events have understandably raised concerns and prompted questions about public safety. Please know that the Moorhead Police Department remains fully committed to protecting our residents and maintaining low crime rates. We'll continue to work diligently to ensure the safety and well-being of everyone in our community. And we actually have new information as well into that other Moorhead shooting, the one that happened last week I was just telling you about. So the Ramsey County Medical Examiner's Office is identifying the 2 men who died in the shooting. That was on Monday of last week. So I'm going to pull up video of the scene for you here. Hopefully this will ring a bell for you. The 2 men have been identified as 42-year-old Nathan Heiberg of Moorhead and 41-year-old Lucas Heiberg of Grand Forks. So the BCA has also identified the officers who were involved. They're Fargo officers. I'm going to bring up everybody's names for you here, okay? That's Sergeant Michael Anderson, Sergeant Kyle Seahusen, and Officer Tyler Seahusen. So all 3 used their department-issued firearms and are members of the Red River Valley SWAT team. They have all been placed on critical incident leave. Remember, that's pretty typical for these situations, for officers involved in these to be placed on that sort of leave. So that's not anything out of the ordinary for these officers to be on leave. According to the BCA, here's what happened, okay? Moorhead police responded to the scene in the 2400 block of 3rd Avenue North shortly before 9 p.m. for reports of a domestic assault. According to the victim, she was assaulted by Nathan and Lucas Heiberg while she had 2 kids in the apartment. When officers got there, they were met with gunfire, and officers called for help. SWAT eventually entering the apartment, and shots were fired. The kids were not hurt. However, parts of that incident were caught on body cameras. We have here at Valley News Live requested those body camera files. We'll be sure to update you as we learn more there. You'll know right away as we get that information. BCA, though, they are continuing to investigate this. And a funeral was held over the weekend at Grafton High School for a beloved activities director and coach who tragically passed away just over a week ago. So 41-year-old John Campstead drowned after authorities say he exited his boat on Cass Lake and to fix an issue with that boat. Kids on that boat tried to throw him a life jacket as the boat started to drift in high winds. The boat was later intercepted by other boaters on the lake. John was a football coach and girls basketball coach in which he had made a lasting impression on his players who just want to make him proud. Let's hear from them.
He was a very nice coach, and he taught me everything I knew, and I learned from him.
We were very lucky to have him through all those years, and it was really fun, and we just loved the chance to get to play.
So now John touched the hearts of the Grafton community, as you just heard there, as a son, a friend, and a role model. We've got much more on this story over on our website, valleynewslive.com. You can check out that full story there, or of course, as always, your free VNL News app. So the new school year can be challenging as a time to make new friends, classes, and taking on new challenges. But in order to do so, to even get in the doors, parents have got to take the proper precautions to avoid having their kids come down with an unwanted illness, according to experts. So one of the most common vaccine preventable diseases is measles. So it's had 7 cases here in Cass County in 2025. Another common disease affecting young kids is pertussis. That has also seen 7 cases here in Cass County in the year 2025. Let's take a listen from experts here.
Both they're rather miserable. It can cause fever. It can cause, well, with pertussis, coughing for days and weeks, and yeah, just general unwell. And then with measles, hospitalization is always a potential. So, yep, we want to keep our kids safe and healthy.
So Fargo Cass Public Health and Family Health Care, they're providing walk-in vaccine clinics. Those are happening on the 19th, that's tomorrow, as well as the 26th, that's next week. We've got all those details for you over on our website, valleynewslive.com, if you want to check those out. And some more exciting news, we're going to head on over to the college side here. NDSU Bison football less than 2 weeks away. And with any new season comes new responsibilities and new challenges. And speaking of new challenges, the Bison added 2 brand new matchups to the non-conference schedule. So we're going to take a look here at what lies ahead for the Bison this season, okay? So on August 30th, the Bison will head south to Charleston, South Carolina, where they'll get their first taste of college ball for the 2025 season. So the Citadel is a military academy who belongs to the Southern Conference, where they face opponents like number 11 Mercer, Chattanooga, and East Tennessee State. Bison will then head to Nashville on September 6th. That's where they're going to face Tennessee State. If you remember, if you're familiar with Bison history here, Tigers traveled north last season, losing to the Bison 52-3 in that game. And the Bison home opener, that's slated for September 13th against Southeast Missouri State. And that'll be the second new opponent for the Bison, as well as their non-conference schedule. I also want to touch on homecoming here. Lots of exciting stuff going on there. You can cheer on your reigning national champion Bison as they take on South Dakota for the homecoming game. You can head on over to gobison.com if you want to get tickets there. We'll be sure to give you any updates and get you informed on the homecoming festivities, you know, where to be and when to be there as that gets closer. Well, that's about all I've got for you here on this Monday morning. Remember, we may have a gloomy day right now, but relief is on the way. We're going to be seeing the sun pretty quick here. Again, that's all I got for you. I hope you have a great Monday and an even better rest of your week. I'll see you back here tomorrow.